Good morning, students. Yesterday, I was discussing the topic from your book 2, My Mother. We have covered 1 unit of the topic and a little part from the second unit. I have already told you that there are 6 topics in your book 2 for second year course, 3 stories, 1 play and 2 autobiography. This, My Mother, this topic, My Mother, is an autobiography. I have already told you the difference between biography and autobiography. Biography means the life story of a person written by the other person. Autobiography means the life story of a person written by the same person. One जीवनी और आत्मजीवनी. Here is an autobiography of world famous comedian Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin is a famous comedian, silent comedian. You simply look at his picture in the book, you laugh. So his very appearance makes the audience laugh. Thank God. चेहरा देखिए जब ऑडियंस हंसते, such a wonderful character, such a wonderful figure, such a wonderful stage performer is our Charlie Chaplin. In the first unit we have discussed how Charlie Chaplin was a stage player. Charlie Chaplin was a stage player, and Charlie Chaplin started his career at the age of 5. He started his career at the age of 5, and his mother was a singer, father was a vaudevillian. I have told you the meaning of the word vaudevillian, stage performer. Possibly, we have completed first unit of the topic. Second unit we have also completed 2 paragraphs. Let us go to the third paragraph. Third paragraph is over. Let us start from the 4th paragraph. Small 3 paragraphs. I have told you that Charlie Chaplin was brought up on the stage by the stage manager. The stage manager gave an explanatory notes, introductory notes of the boy. मंचों पर आने पिलाटा को छाड़ी ता विषय 2 पद कथा कही स्टेज manager चल गला. Now the boy is up on the stage. He was not even slightly nervous, right? He before a glare of lights and faces in smoke, I started to sing. Stage ऊपर धुआं छड़ा जब पूर्वरु footlight मुहरे पड़वा पूर्वरु the boy started playing. I started to sing, accompanied by the orchestra. The orchestra also started, which fiddled about until it found my key. Which fiddled about, confused about. I mean, the instrumentalists, musicians, they are confused. Fiddled about, confused about until it found my key. It was a well-known song called Jack Jones. It was a very popular song, and the name of the song was Jack Jones song. Let us start. Halfway through, a shower of money poured onto the stage. See, halfway through, I have gone through this poem, I have gone through the song. और धामु गाइछि कि नाही. A shower of money, मुद्रा, shower वृष्टि होला. Yes, shower is वृष्टि. A shower of money poured onto the stage. Poured, P-O-U-R-E-D. Poured. It was a shower. मृदु वृष्टि. P-O-U-R. ढाली हिजवा. Yes. So shower of money poured onto the stage. Immediately I stopped and announced that. Immediately I stopped and announced that I will pick up the money first. I will pick up the money first and sing afterwards. What does it mean? The boy said, my dear audience, please wait. Let me pick up the money first. Let me gather the money first. And then afterward, I will sing. This caused much laughter. All the people audience started laughing. It created laughter. The stage manager came with a handkerchief. Now the stage manager himself came up on the stage with a handkerchief and helped me in collecting the money. The stage manager came on with a handkerchief and helped me to gather it up. I thought he was going to keep it. I thought he was going to keep it. Stage manager, this thought was conveyed to the audience. This thought, that was communicated audience. The psychology of the boy was understood by the audience. This thought was conveyed, communicated to the audience and increased their laughter. Audience also, laughter among the audience increased. Especially when he walked off. When the stage manager walked off the stage is chali gala. Especially when he walked off with it, with me anxiously following him. With me anxiously following. I followed him very anxiously. Not until he handed it to my mother. Not until he handed it to mother did I return and continue to sing. I was quite at home. So the boy was on the stage, but he felt he was at his home. Stage upar achi na there was no difference. I mean, he was not even slightly nervous on the stage or to confront or to face such a large audience. I was quite at home. I talked to the audience, danced and did several imitations. I talked to the audience danced and did several imitations. Imitations, mimicry. Actually, imitation is Amitabh Bachchan imitations, mimicry mimicry. Follow mimicry. Including imitations, including one of mother singing her Irish march song that went as follows. Including one of mother singing her Irish march song that went as follows. I also imitated my mother. Singing her Irish march song that went as follows. Irish song, Irish march song, marching. Soldiers are marching. That Irish song, Ireland was song of Ireland. The Irish song, I also imitated my mother. Relay, my daughter. Relay, that is the boy to beguile you. You. Relay, that is the boy for me. In all the army, great and small, there is none so trim and neat as the noble sergeant relay of the gallant 88. Here, Relay is a particular boy, a young boy working in the army. It was wartime, Irish Civil War. Ireland was Civil War time. And among the 88 soldiers in the camp, in the army, there were 88 soldiers. Among the 88 gallant soldiers, among the 88 soldiers, there was no one such neat, such trim, such fine boy. Really, so this particular song praises this particular soldier, Relay. Relay, that is the boy to beguile you, that is the boy to attract you. Relay ଗୋଟେ ଏମିତିକା ପିଲା ତମକୁ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଆକୃଷ୍ଟ କରିବ. Relay, that is the boy for me. He is very attractive for me. In all the army, great and small, there is no one so trim and neat. Trim and neat, as the noble sergeant, as the noble soldier, as the noble sergeant Relay of the gallant 88. Among the 88 gallants, among the 88 soldiers, there was no one like Relay. Relay was noble, Relay was neat, Relay was trim. And in repeating the voice, in repeating the chorus, and in repeating the chorus in all innocence, I imitated the mother's voice. Mankara, this sangita, this chorus, I imitate with all in all innocence. Innocently, I imitated mother's voice. I copied, imitate copy. I copied mother's voice. Mother voice is crack crack. I imitated mother's voice, cracking, and was surprised at the impact. It had a tremendous impact upon the audience. So then look, this boy was the son of that lady. And he said, little boy, and was surprised at the impact it had on the audience. So this song had a tremendous impact, a great impact upon the audience. I also imitated my mother. My voice also cracked it like my mother. So it had a very great effect upon the audience. There was laughter and cheers. There was laughter and cheers. Haso, kando, haso, anando, there was much laughter and cheers. Then more money throwing. There was more money throwing. And when my mother came on the stage to carry me off. My mother came on the stage to carry me off. To take away me. Mama तो नहीं बोला मैं ऐसा तो गीत गाया मैं पढ़ाई करा तो इतने बात तो जाके डांस कर दो मिमिक्री कर दो so my mother came up on the stage to take me away. I was taken off. There was laughter and cheers, then more money throwing, and when mother came on the stage to carry me off, her presence, the presence of my mother, evoked tremendous applause. The presence of my mother, at that time, it created tremendous applause. Applause was tremendous applause. It evoked, it generated, it produced, it created tremendous applause. That night was my first appearance on the stage. That was the first appearance on the stage. And mother's last. That was the first night. That night was my first appearance on the stage and mother's last. When the pets build in human destiny, at the age of 5, this boy came up on the stage for the first time. And that night was the last night for my mother. When the pets deal in human destiny, भाग्य नियति विधाता मनुष्यर भाग्य को डील करे देखाई छे. When the fates deal in human destiny, they heed neither pity nor justice. They care कि माने जेतबे भगवान मनुष्यर भाग्य को खेले, मनुष्यर भाग्य को किसे डील करे they heed माने they pay attention to neither pity nor justice. ना दया मिले ना न्याय मिले किसी मिले नहीं. Thus they deal with mother एक बड़ी भावरे. They deal with mother. What does it mean? मान का सहित नियति भगवान sympathetic करे. She never regained her voice. My mother did not get back her voice. आओ मारो voice से खड़ा नहीं. Regain You know the meaning. My mother, she never regained her voice as autumn turns to winter. As autumn turns to winter, so our circumstances turn from bad to worse. It's a beautiful thing. As autumn turns to winter, शरत ऋतु घुंची जाए धीरे धीरे शीतल परिणत हुए शरत ऋतु टिके शीत थाए से स्पष्ट लगे तापर शीत आसगले परिस्थिति खराब हो जाए ताले बेड थिला वर्ष हो गला ना बुझेला नहीं आमर परिस्थिति से या so our circumstances the circumstances of our family the condition of our family turned from bad to worse although mother was careful and had saved a little money. Of course, my mother was very careful and she had saved a little money. A little positive, a little negative. Although mother was careful and had saved a little money, that very soon vanished. The savings of my mother very soon vanished. Sorry, as did her jewelry, jewelry, that also disappeared. And other small possessions, other small possessions which she pawned in order to live. Which she pawned in order to live. Everything gone. Hoping all the while, but my mother had the hope. Always my mother had the hope. That her voice would return. My mother had the hope always. When I get back my voice, I earn more money. That was the hope, that was the desire, that was the dream of my mother. So my mother spent all the money with a hope to get back her voice. Right? So now the second unit is over. In the second unit, we simply come to know, in the first unit we come to know about both Charlie Chaplin's father and mother. Father was a vaudevillian, and some of the qualities we also come to know about from the first unit. How he was a drunkard, how he died of excess alcoholic drink, all these things. We also come to know about the mother who was a singer, whose weekly income was 25 pounds, father's income was 40 pounds. In the second unit, we get the picture of how this boy, Charlie Chaplin, came up on the stage at his age of 5. Okay? That is over. Let us go to the last unit of the topic and it will be completed today. Last unit. Meanwhile, from 3 comfortable rooms, we moved into 2. Meanwhile, from 3 comfortable rooms, we moved into 2. 3 comfortable room आमर थिला जो रूम भाड़ा लेके रहते बोतल से बोटे छाड़ दे भाड़ा बेसी पड़ेगा मार पैसा नहीं we moved into 2 then into 1 3 रूम से बोटे our belongings dwindling reducing our belongings our possessions घर बस कुछ ना जाता है कम ही लगा से नहीं चुनी है की बाकी दे दूसरों को हमें our belongings dwindling and the neighbors into which and the neighborhoods into which we moved. तापर से घर छाड़ी हम अपने पड़ोसी तल एरिया को चली गए. And the neighborhoods into which we moved, growing progressively driver. That area becomes driver, dirtier, dirty place. तलबाड़ बस्ती अंचल को घुंची काम पड़ला जो कौन कम भाड़ा पड़े से जगह को चली गई आधार ले. And the neighborhoods into which we moved, growing progressively driver. She returned to the region. She returned to the region in the hope. She turned to the region. My mother now, see, mother is now in a place, disappointed. Income becomes 0. So when a man becomes hopeless, when a man becomes disgusted, disheartened, naturally he takes the shelter of religion. मनुष्य की छाव बाटो बुद्धि बना है ना सही भगवान जहाँ कभी ठाकुर पूजा करना मतलब बोले से. So my mother turned to religion in the hope. I suppose that it would restore her voice. Charlie Chaplin put in that God would, religion would restore her voice. मारो voice टा ठीक है जीवो भगवान ठीक कर देंगे यही चाहे my mother turned towards religion. She regularly attended Christ Church. Regularly, my mother went to Christian church. She regularly attended Christ Church in the Westminster Bridge Road. In the Westminster Bridge Road. That is the name of her place, Westminster Bridge. There was a Christian church. My mother regularly attended that church. When my mother had no other work, she had lost hope in everything. Right? Mother has now turned her attention towards religion. Regularly she came to this church. Regularly she attended Christ Church in the Westminster Bridge Road. And every Sunday, I was made to sit through. I was made to sit through Beck's organ music. Beck is the name of the person. She organ the music. I will listen to the music and listen with aching impatience. So, aching impatience. Aching means chemical. Headache, ache. Then I have very little interest in religion. I am a small boy. Why should I go to church? It's because my mother went to the church. I accompanied her, and with aching impatience, I listened to the music. To the Reverend F.D. Mayor's fervent and dramatic voice, echoing down the nave like suffering feet. F.D. Mayor, another person who was delivering sermon, who was preaching sermon, churchman jane, और संडे रे चर्च रे प्रवचन दिया जाए, यीशु कृष्ण को बाणी सुनानी, এবং সেই বাণীটাকে ইংলিশে বলা হয় sermon, sermon. Sermon হচ্ছে teachings, বাণী. Preach is a preach, প্রচার. तुमसे every mayor, an important reverend, तुम्हारा चर्च reverend, R-E-V-E-R-E-N-E-D, means respected. Reverend means respected. Preach is spread. So that when that reverend mayor was delivering the sermon, preaching the sermon, and the voice of that man echoed down, voice like lamba, shuffling feet, on a prolonged hall. It was a long hall, and the voice echoed to the last part of the hall. His orations, meaning speech. His oration, O-R-A-T-I-O-N, oration is speech. His oration must have been appealing. The speech of that man, the sermon, when he was delivering the speech, it must have been very appealing. It is very appealing. For occasionally, for occasionally, because occasionally I would catch mother quietly wiping away a tear. See, when my mother quietly, silently wiping out tear. Oh, this is very touching. It must have been very appealing, touching. It must have been very touching because occasionally I will catch mother quietly, silently wiping my mother quietly wiping away a tear, which slightly embarrassed me, which slightly I was slightly embarrassed. Touching my mother started crying. It slightly embarrassed me. Well, do I remember Holy Communion? Well, do I remember Holy Communion on one hot summer's day? Hot summer day? Well, do I remember Holy Communion on one hot summer's day? And the cold said, Charlie Chaplin says, it was a hot summer day, There was a holy communion, holy gathering. There was a huge gathering of the holy people. बहुत धार्मिक और धार्मिक लोगों सब gathering होती थी. And the cold silver cup containing silver cup पर सब कौन दिया चुका? Delicious grape juice, delicious सुस्वादु grape juice अंगूर रस. समस्त को शरीर कप सब बढ़ी जाता है कौन? देखो तो बताइए juice. Silver cup containing delicious grape juice that passed along the congregation. That passed along the congregation. That passed along the gatherings. Gatherings are some pass on to them. And mothers, तो ये पिलाना कौन करती है? और ये मौका सुधार की एक को जाता है तो पूरा दरिया का पी होता है. And हम जितना जो बात है पर बोली जाएगी वो तो अपना देखिए बात आइसक्रीम चेक खाई हो जाएगी. अभी तो देखिए भाई बड़ा खानी बन. It is appetite. And mother's gentle restraining hand. See, somebody mother's gentle hand, gentle restraining hand, restrain करते. माता का बाड़ी होगा. My mother's gentle restraining hand when I drank too much of it. I have already drunk too much of the cups, and too many cups I have drunk. So my mother very gently tried to restrain me, prevent me, not to baza karo, not help me. And how relieved I was, and how relieved I was when the reverend, when that respected man who was delivering the sermon, speaking the sermon, Vani Jesu Nautra, they told say, close the Bible. Bible का बंद होता है अब खुला नहीं. He was preaching the sermon from the Bible. When he closed the Bible, I was relieved. लेकिन वो जो क्लास में बोरिंग लगती हो, लेकिन वो जो क्लास चला किसी के भी जान नहीं. तो सब आउट हो जी, अच्छा समझा नेक्स्ट क्लास का मैं समझा बराबर. So you feel relieved. Similarly, here also we find when I relieved, and how I relieved, and how relieved I was. When the reverend closed the Bible, for it meant that Bible का close कर दे यार माने चला कौन? The sermon will soon end. How पानी सुनी बनी end ही करा. And they will start prayers and the final high. Now the people, all the holy people, they will start prayers. Some of them last with the prayer and final hymen. That's why amen. Holy prayer after the prayer there must be holy song. And everybody will disperse, all the people will go away from this place. So the whole was a little relaxed, relieved. Last paragraph of the topic. Since mother had joined the church, mother had left the stage. Because of her voice problem, she could not continue her song on the stage. Nobody asked him to come for her performance. Yes. Now my mother had already joined church. Since mother had joined the church, she sat down and saw her theatrical friends. My mother sat down is a negative word. My mother hardly found her theatrical friends. देखो माता आजकल चार चढ़ जाओ ना, तो तब थिएटर संगवान के संगवा बैठे हुए. That world had evaporated. That world had evaporated. Meaning that world has gone. Se duniya aur nahi re. Se duniya ganadi. That world had evaporated. Had become only a memory. केवल स्मृति है कि वही देखी. That world had become only a memory. It seemed that we had always lived in wretched circumstances. अब आगे से चले. We lived in wretched circumstances. Very miserable. W-R-E-T-C-H-E-D. W-R-E-T-C-H-E-D. Wretched. Miserable. It said that we had always lived in wretched circumstances. We always lived in very miserable, very pathetic conditions, circumstances. The interim of 1 year seemed a lifetime of travel. interim of 1 year, seemed a lifetime of travel. Travel, TRAVAL, spelling it. Travel, TRAVAL, means for pain. But was so very painful. We had to suffer much. Now we existed in Chiara's twilight. We existed, we lived in Chiara's twilight. Twilight was Godhori. Chiar Nirananda Godhori. And I am very miserable. It was very miserable, very pathetic, very painful. It was a Chiara's twilight. Jobs were hard. Twilight, twilight, Godhori. It was a cheerless, not very happy. Jobs were hard to find. Those days, it was very difficult to find a job. Jobs were hard to find. And a mother, untutored, and a mother, untutored, she was untutored, not educated. Uneducated, untutored means my mother was not educated, uneducated in everything but the stage. सब विषय में माँ मुझे uneducated except the stage. खाली stage को ऐसे मारती भलो otherwise in other aspect my mother was untutored in everything but the stage, was further handicapped. Untutored in everything but the stage, was further handicapped. Except the stage, in other matters, my mother was almost a handicapped. अब कुछ नहीं है माँ handicapped है वो किसी को नहीं तो stage को ऐसे पता चला. She was small, dainty, and sensitive. My mother was small. Traveling को माने लीजिए She was small, dainty, and sensitive. My mother was small, sweet, dainty, and very sensitive. Fighting against, my mother had to fight against terrific odds, problems, bhayankara samasya against Marco. Fight करके ऐसा. My mother had to fight against terrific odds, terrific issues, problems in a Victorian era. In a Victorian age, era means age. It was Rani Victorian, England Rani Victorian का समय. Charlie Chaplin belonged to England in the society. At that time, Queen Victoria was in England. She was the Queen of England. According to her name, that period was called Victorian period or Victorian era. During the Victorian time, it was very difficult to get a job, and my mother had to fight against terrific issues, terrific problems of the society. In which, in this Victorian era, in which wealth and poverty were extreme. Wealth, extreme wealth, poverty, extreme poverty. जे दरिद्र बहुत दरिद्र, जे धनी बहुत धनी. Extreme wealth and extreme poverty. And poorer class women had little choice. Little negative point. Poorer class women had no choice. गरीब श्रेणी के लोगों को choice ही नहीं था. मैंने कौन बोलते हैं? Women had little choice but to do manual work, physical work. So women of the poor class families had to do physical labor, or to be the drudges of sweatshops, or to be the drudges of sweatshops. Or to be the drudges of sweatshops. Drudges of sweatshops. My mother had to do very painful work, drudges, manual work like the job of an attendant. ବିଭିନ୍ନ sweatshop ମାନଙ୍କରେ sweats जोटी झाड़ work समय sweating है कि से बड़े दোकान workshop ମାନଙ୍କରେ my mother had to do physical labor. But my mother had to do all this physical labor. Time was such like that. So Victorian age was a very difficult time for the people. It was very difficult to get a job. Occasionally, she obtained the work. काम टिकट के पाई जाए कि काम Occasionally she obtained the work of nursing, nurse hospital. Occasionally my mother obtained the work of nursing. But such employment was rare. किंतु सेटा कौन सबुले मिलता that was rare कोटे मासे दि मासे थले मिल जाए that was a rare job and of short duration कौन दि मासे काम करिबो ना for a week or 5 days or 3 days something like that short duration for a short period my mother got this kind of job. Nevertheless she was resourceful yet nevertheless but in spite of that in spite of that she was, my mother was resourceful, my mother was tactful, she was resourceful, having made her own theatrical costumes. See, beforehand, my mother used to go to theatre, my mother was a singer, her weekly income was 25 pounds. At that time, my mother prepared her own theatrical costume. निजर कॉस्ट्यूम मान निजे तैयारी करके पिंदी है yes right having made her own theatrical costumes you know dress so she was expert with her needle my mother was expert with her needle chunchi kamali mad ke expert and able to earn a few shillings my mother was able to earn a few shillings setika mudrar naam ma kichi shilling रोजगार करतो तो कदो थाए dressmaking for members of the church. Dressmaking for the members of the church. Church member माने को भाई dressmaking for the members of the church. तो मैं सुना मैं आगे से पॉलिटिक्स था my mother was expert with needle right now when she came to church my mother supplied dress for the church लोगों को dress dressmaking for members of the church. But it was barely enough. It was hardly enough to support our family. So that is huge money. That was a big amount of money. The income was not very handsome to support our family. So it's incomplete. The topic ended here, but this is not a complete autobiography. Here simply we come to know about the childhood life of this boy Charlie Chaplin, and particularly we come to know more about the mother of Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin's mother had to live a very painful life. She had to live a very miserable life. Her husband died at his age of 37 because of the excess alcoholic drink. Mother also suffered from financial crisis. She had no income at all, chiefly because of the voice problem. Her voice cracked. She had been suffering from problem in her larynx. Anyway, it was Charlie Chaplin who came up on the stage at the age of 5. So the whole topic, it is not a complete topic, the whole topic simply give us the picture of Charlie Chaplin's early life, Charlie Chaplin's childhood with his mother and father. बापा तो सहित बेसी दूर ना बीतेबार नहीं ये जन्मीबार आफ्टर a year or two his father died maybe of excess alcoholic drink. She stayed with her mother. This Charlie stayed with her mother and lived a very painful life because mother's life was miserable. The topic ended, but we completed one topic today. The beta class is over. I think you have understood. Any problem you can also ask me over telephone. Nobody has yet asked any question regarding me. So far we have completed Nightingale and the Roach, but we will discuss again. Nightingale and the Roach, Mystery of the Missing Cake, Dr. Sword, and your My Mother. This course is over. Over in the sense, Mystery of the Missing Cake, Monkey's Paw. Questions will not be asked from me, but I will discuss. It's a suspense drama. I will discuss that. And the other topics, State Police, questions have been asked last year from that topic. So there will be no questions from it. So virtually course is over, but if we discuss at all, we will discuss once again that story, the Nightingale and the Roach. That will be discussed.